Here we are at the back of the property, and this is where our camera, one of our cameras is set up. Okay. And it faces, I don't know, I guess into our, not sure if that goes up the hill or into, yeah, I think that goes up our hill. But basically, we thought there might be a spring here, and we did a little bit of digging, and now we've got a little hole with water. It doesn't really hold any, it doesn't really replenish, so I don't think this is a spring at all. I think we get a lot of this water from rain and from winter runoff. Sadie really enjoys it. So, but one of the reasons we thought it was a spring is because this path right here, it's always wet. And it travels downhill. And that goes uphill. So it kind of makes sense, but no, it's not a spring. Right now, what we're doing is clearing some deadfall along one of our paths. The guy that owned the property before, he marked a lot of the paths with signs like this no trespassing. I don't know if you can see it from here, but there's little things that he's stuck onto trees to mark a path. So this is one of our borders right here, the back border. I mean, you can see he's got some winter fencing along that tree. Sometimes he used actual pop cans. It's kind of weird, but his idea was that if his grandkids came up, they would be able to go wander the woods and be able to find their way back based on all the markings, and he really did a good job marking it all. It's truly incredible. But we've been here for 4 years and we haven't cleared anything, and now it's time. So the path goes up that way. Okay, so it looks like we have managed to clear a trail. So everything ahead of us looked pretty much like what you're looking at here. And so we took out some of the little shrubbies and some of the bigger ones so that we can be able to go up and down the trail on the ATV easily enough, and to walk, and to give a little bit of light for some of the other trees. I mean, primarily this is a trail, so let's just get off of this thing. So yeah, here we are. This is a pretty clear trail now. I mean, there's a few rocks. Clear out some of these branches, possibly. I don't even know if we need to. But yeah, maybe some of these little branches will clear out of the way. But yeah, we made it all the way up to here. See, there's the ATV, and this is halfway up the hill from where I originally started today, talking about that we were going to clear a trail. Some interesting thing, the guy that lived here before, he used to do trail markings like this. 4 rocks. And and we found a couple of them along here. So in addition to the tree markings, we would do these 4-rock markings, which is kind of interesting because I guess with trees it's easy for them to, you know, knock over. In fact, we actually knocked over, I think, 3 trees that had little markings on them. But you know, even the big trees fall down and can take out a little tree, and then pretty soon your trail markings are gone. So, I wonder how often he spaced those 4-rock formations. Okay, here's where I didn't go with the bush hog, and you can see it makes walking a little bit more difficult when you got all these little saplings that you gotta walk over. Okay, so actually we're really close to the back end of the property now. Yeah, this is beech trees. This is how I know we're at the end. We don't have very many beech trees here, but we do have this little clumping. Oh, and this is where we put one of our trail cams. Yeah, here's one beech tree. Oh, and there's the corner post. This is the back corner of our property. Here's a few, this is our little beech grove, I guess you could say. Oh, and here's something interesting too. On this beech tree, I don't know if you can see it, I don't have a light for this camera, but there are markings all the way up the tree, and that's where a bear has climbed up this tree all the way up, actually. Apparently they like beech nuts. Okay, so get out of it. Oh, see, here's one of those can markers on the stick. Yeah, the guy put all kinds of markers. I mean, it's really easy to get disoriented in the woods. I mean, even with a compass, if you're not sure of the area. With our property, it has a bit of a curve to it too, so not that it's easy to maintain a straight line in the woods. Things don't actually work that way in nature. There's no straight lines. Okay, but yeah. So here we go. This is where we cleared. The walking is a little easier. And I mean, the terrain is still a little uneven, but it's on a hill. Our entire property is just one big slope. So, but yeah, it's definitely a lot easier to walk through here. Oh, and hopefully it'll be less buggy, but that's wishful thinking, I think, because of a trail smack dab in the middle of the woods. It's gonna be buggy. All right, back on the trail cam, and I brought my handy dandy fan. Oh my goodness, that feels so good. It is so humid today. Yeah, it's a USB chargeable fan. It works great. I just have it hooked up to a battery bank right now. And oh, I swear by it, we have 2 of these in the bunkie. And I feel like we might need to get a couple more even. It's downright nice and cool when the air's moving around like that. Okay, so we're done the work and now it's time to head back to camp. We're heading back down the newly cleared trail that we just worked on, and when we get to the bottom
start turning left, that will mark the back of the property, in from the road, and the rest is just how far it is from the back to the main camp, and it's quite a pretty trail, and Sadie really likes running in front of the ATV, and she likes zigzagging